तालीमी रूह जब बेदार होती है नौजवानों में, तालीमी रूह जब बेदार होती है नौजवानों में, नजर आती है इनको मंजिल आसमानों में। उठ अब बज़्म जहां का और ही अंदाज है, मशरिक़ो मग़रिब में तालीमी दौर का आगाज है। A very warm and hearty good morning to all our distinguished guests, respected educators and dear participants. I, Dr. Hina Hassan from MANUU College of Teacher Education, Bidar, welcome you all to the inaugural session of the two-day national conference on embracing the integrated teacher education program, exploring perspectives and confronting challenges. Once again, a warm and inclusive welcome to all the guests and participants of the conference. Whether you are joining us physically in this vibrant venue or connecting online from various corners of the globe, your presence enriches the diversity and collaborative spirit of this event. We are truly privileged to have among us some distinguished dignitaries whose insights and presence will surely enrich our discussions, inshallah. For extending a warm welcome to our esteemed guest, I invite Professor 𝐄𝐻𝐦𝐴𝐧𝐿, Sir, Organizing Secretary of this conference. Sir's dedication, meticulous planning, and hard work have been instrumental in making this conference a reality. Dear participants, it's now an esteemed moment as we move forward towards the felicitation of our distinguished guests. Please join us in honoring our dignitaries for their invaluable contributions to our event. It's my honor to invite Professor 𝐓𝐞𝐻𝐦𝐧𝐠, Honorable Registrar MANUU, for the felicitation of our chief guest, Professor Bidar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Bidar University. Thank you, sir. May I invite Professor Sadaqat Ali Khan, sir, to kindly step forward for the felicitation of Professor 𝐄𝐻𝐩𝐵𝐿, our keynote speaker of today's conference. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Professor Waneja M. Ma'am, Dean, School of Education and Training, for the felicitation of Dr. 𝐺𝑟 sir, Dean, School of Education and Training, Central University of Karnataka. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now, again, I would like to invite our respected Registrar, sir, Professor 𝐓𝐾𝐻𝐦𝐴𝐧𝐿, for the felicitation of Dr. Abdul Qadir, sir, Chairman, Shaheen Group of Institutions. तेजी से सामने जाओ. Now, I would like to invite Professor Siddiqui Mohammed Mahmood, OSD2, MANUU, for the felicitation of Dr. P. Shankar, respected member of NCT, SRC, Government of India, New Delhi. Thank you, sir. Now, I would like to invite Chairman of Shaheen Group of Institutions, Dr. Abdul Qadir sir, for the felicitation of Professor Siddiqui Mohammed Mahmood, OSD2, Maulana Azad National Urdu University. Qadir sir. Thank you. Thank you, sir. I am pleased to extend an invitation to Professor Sadaqat Ali Khan, sir, organizing secretary of this conference, for the felicitation of Professor 𝐓𝐞𝐻𝐵, Honorable Registrar, Maulana Azad National Urdu University. Thank you, sir. Again, I would like to invite Professor Sadaqat Ali Khan, sir, for the felicitation of Professor Waneja M. Ma'am, respected Dean, School of Education and Training, Maulana Azad National Urdu University. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ma'am. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Abdul Qadir sir, Chairman, Shaheen Group of Institutions, for the felicitation of Professor Muhammad Razaullah Khan sir, Director, Directorate of Distance Education, Maulana Azad National Urdu University. Thank you, sir. May I invite again Dr. Abdul Qadir sir, Chairman, Shaheen Group of Institutions, for the felicitation of Professor Sami Siddiqui, Director, CPDUMT, Maulana Azad National Urdu University. Thank you, sir. Alhamdulillah. As we commence this auspicious occasion, it's our privilege to invoke the blessings of wisdom and unity by beginning with the sacred words of the Quran. For this, I would like to invite Muhammad Rizwan Alam, B.Ed first semester student, CTE Bidar, who is also a distinguished Quran reciter.
السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. In the name of Allah, the most gracious, most merciful. All praise is for Allah, Lord of all worlds, the most gracious, most merciful, Master of the day of judgment. You alone we worship, and you alone we ask for help. Guide us along the straight path, the path of those you have blessed, not those you are displeased with, or those who are astray. صدق الله العظيم.
Thank you, Rizwan, for blessing us with the profound verses from the Holy Quran. As we embark on this prestigious gathering, we are privileged to inaugurate our national conference with the musical ode, Tarana of our university, penned by none other than our esteemed Vice Chancellor, Professor Syed Ainul Hasan Sir. I request a member of our technical team, IMC from MANUU, to play the university Tarana, please.
ये बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का, ये बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। आओ सफ़र यहाँ से करें आसमान का, बाबे शहरे इल्म है उर्दू ज़बान का। इल्मो कमाल फजलो शियारो शूर तक फैली है दिल नवाज महक दूर दूर तक। मिलता यहाँ निसाब है सारे जहान का, باب شہر علم ہے اردو زبان کا. ہر نقش و رنگ و بو سے کرو اپنی گفتگو، آزاد درسگاہ کی ہے یہ بھی جستجو. سب فاصلہ مٹاتے چلو درمیان کا. باب شہر علم ہے اردو زبان کا. غرب و جنوب سے ہو کے شرق و شمال سے آگے بڑھو خیال ملا دو خیال سے. چرچا ہو کائنات میں ہندوستان کا. باب شہر علم ہے اردو زبان کا. فصل صدا بہار سے بستی بسی رہے، مل کر دعا کرو کہ یہ کھیتی ہری رہے. سایہ رہے سروں پہ کسی سائبان کا. آؤ سفر یہاں سے کرے آسمان کا. یہ باب شہر علم ہے اردو زبان کا. یہ باب شہر علم ہے اردو زبان کا.
MashaAllah. The verses of this Tarana reflects the harmony that characterizes the academic community of Maulana Azad National Urdu University. Now, let's add a touch of grace and melody to our conference. I would like to invite our B.Ed student for a welcome song. Let's give them a huge round of applause.
السلام علیکم. آپ لائے ہیں یہاں تشریف ہم مشکور ہیں، کیا کہیں ہم آپ سے ہم کس قدر مسرور ہیں. ہو گئی ہم کو میسر میزبانی آپ کی، آ گئے صد مرحبا ہے مہربانی آپ کی. بچے بچے کی زباں پر ہے کہانی آپ کی، रंज गम जितने थे सब दिल से हमारे दूर हैं। आप लाए हैं यहाँ तशरीफ, हम मशकूर हैं। आप क्या आए कि लगती है ज़मीं भी आसमां, घर में सुनता कौन आकर गमज़दों की दास्तां। सिद्क़ दिल से कह रहे हैं, हो गए हम शादमां, शादमानी से हमारे आज दिल मामूर है। आप लाए हैं यहाँ तशरीफ, हम मशकूर हैं। ना खुदा कहलाए जाए ये तो काबिल आप हैं, हो हमें तूफान का डर क्यों जब के साहिल आप हैं। इल्म के शैदाई हम हैं, शम्अ महफिल आप हैं। ज़ख्म महरूमी के सब महके हुए काफूर हैं। आप लाए हैं यहाँ तशरीफ, हम मशकूर हैं। क्या कहें हम आपसे, हम किस कदर मसरूर हैं। शुक्रिया।
हमें सामईन के सिवा कहाँ कोई और अच्छा लगता है, हमें सामईन के सिवा कहाँ कोई और अच्छा लगता है, हमें तो बस सामईन की तालियों का शोर अच्छा लगता है। Dear participants, I would like to invite the organizing secretary of this national conference, Professor Sadaqat Ali Khan sir, Principal MANUU CTE Bidar, for his welcome address. Please, sir.
अस्सलाम वालेकुम। सबसे पहले मैं सबका शुक्र अदा और वेलकम करने के लिए यहाँ पर मौजूद हुआ हूँ। तो इट इज़ वेरी वार्म वेलकम टू ईच वन ऑफ यू टू नेशनल कॉन्फ्रेंस ऑन इंटीग्रेटेड एजुकेशन program ITEP at MANUU city Bidar. It is my distinct honor and privilege to stand before as the organizing secretary of this significant gathering, accumulating our community efforts and collaborative enthusiasm. I extend my sincere gratitude to our esteemed guests, speakers, participants who have taken out their valuable time for us and also travel from different parts of the country to be with us. Your presence reflects a shared commitment to the advancement of the education, and we are honored to have as contributors to this dialogues. Being the organizing secretary of this national conference, I want to extend my greeting, and from the core of my heart, I want to welcome our Vice Chancellor Professor Syed Anwar Sahab, Honorable Vice Chancellor MANUU City, National Council of Teacher Education, Hyderabad. Professor S.K. Ishtiaq Sahab, Honorable Registrar Maulana Azad, National University, Hyderabad. Professor B.S. Bidar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Bidar University, Bidar. Professor Siddiq Muhammad Mahmood, Office on Special Duty, MANUU, Hyderabad. Professor Wanja M. Dean School of Education and Training, MANUU, Hyderabad. Professor Y. Srikanth, Principal, NCERT Regional Institute of Education, Mysore. Dr. Abdul Qadir Saab, Chairman of Shaheen Group of Institution, Bidar. Professor G.R. Angadi, Dean School of Education and Training, Central University of Karnataka, Gulbarga. Professor Muhammad Riazullah Khan Saab, Director, DDE, MANUU, Hyderabad. Dr. P. Shankar, respected member, NCERT, SRC, Ministry of Education, Hyderabad. Dr. Sami Siddiqui Saab, Director, CPMT. Our next few days, we have the opportunity to engage in significant discussion, share with best practices and collective contribution to the evaluation of the ITEP. Our agenda is not just to understand the concept, but also to chart a course for its effective implementation, encouraging and ensuring the future educators of our nation are equipped with the skill and knowledge needed to nurture the next generation. Once again, I heartily welcome to all of you, and let us the next few days to be filled with fruitful discussion and share insights and a collective vision for the future of the teaching and learning in India. Shukriya.
Thank you, sir. Dear participants, the moment we have been waiting for.
एक रिक्वेस्ट है सभी से कि सेमिनार का अनवेल करना है और एक फोटो हो जाए.
Here we are releasing our swan. Clapping. हमें तो सामीन के सिवा कहाँ कोई और अच्छा लगता है. हमें तो बस सामीन की तालियों का शोर अच्छा लगता है. जी जी जी. Dear participants, the moment we have been waiting for has arrived. It's time to listen to the valuable insights and wisdom of our esteemed guests. Let's embrace this enriching experience together. It's an honor to invite Professor B.S. Biradar Sir, Vice Chancellor, Bidar University, for his inaugural speech. And for the formal introduction of Professor Biradar, I would like to invite Dr. Naveen Kumar M., Assistant Professor, MANUU CTE Bidar.
Good morning to respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais. I'm happy to introduce Professor B.S. Biradar Sir. With a distinguished career spanning over 35 years, Professor B.S. Biradar Sir as a stalwart in the discipline of library and information science, exemplifying excellence in academia and administration, currently serving as Professor and Chairman Board of Studies of Department of PG Studies and Research Library and Information Science at 𝐄𝐻𝐻 University. Sir's administrative tenure boasts a remarkable array of responsibilities, having served as the Director of the College Developmental Council, Director of Distance Education, School of Physical Science and Student Welfare. As the Chairman of PG Department of Library and Information Science, Sir has wielded his expertise for over 2 decades, steering the academic and strategic directions and wisdom and vision. Sir's contributions span diverse facets of library science, addressing contemporary challenges and pioneering innovative solutions. Notably, Sir has received accolades including the Best Teacher Award and the ILA PV Varghese Award for his outstanding contribution to the field. In addition to his scholarly pursuit, Sir has been instrumental in developing academic programs. His international engagements, including academic assignments at Mahasarakam University, Thailand, accentuate his commitment to advancing knowledge on a broad scale. Sir, with an illustrious career underscored by a relentless pursuit of excellence, stands as a beacon of inspiration and leadership, embodying the spirit of academic innovation and institutional stewardship. His enduring legacy serves as a testament to the transformative power of education and an imprint of visionary leadership. I request Professor Biradar Sir to deliver his message.
Good afternoon, everyone. Honorable Vice Chancellor Professor Syed N. Hassan, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, highly distinguished keynote speaker, Professor Y. Srikanth, esteemed colleague and expert, Dr. G.R. Angadi, Professor from Central University, Karnataka, Abdul Qadir, Chairman, Dr. P. Shankar, Member, NCTE, Government of India, New Delhi, Professor Siddiqui Muhammad, Senior Professor, Education and Training, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad, �SK Registrar, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad, Professor Vanija M, Dean, School of Education and Training, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad, Professor Muhammad Jaullah Khan, Directorate of Distance Education, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, Hyderabad, and Professor Shami Siddiqui, Director, CPDUMT, Maulana Azad National University, Hyderabad. At the outset, it is my great pleasure and honor for me to inaugurate and give a message on this mega event. First and foremost, I would like to thank to the organizer for inviting me as a chief guest to inaugurate this mega event. Friends, as you know, education is an important sector and play a very important role in shaping the country. Education is never-ending journey. The primary aim of education is to promote child holistic development. Education teaches us to distinguish between fair and evil, unethical and ethical. Education empowers us to challenge everything that appears to be incorrect. Education teaches us how to conduct ourselves correctly and effectively. Therefore, the aim of education should be character building. It should be built very cautiously by education, that is, in the hand of the teachers, that is you. T. Raymond opines, education finds its real meaning and value when its aim is character building. Some renowned personalities such as Mahatma Gandhi, Swami Vivekananda, John Dewey, etc., regarded character development as the fundamental goal of education. Education must develop attributes like kindness, integrity, courage, respect, and honesty. We educate students to become excellent citizens of their country. Education makes them aware of their commitment, obligations, and responsibilities. Keeping this in mind, academic leaders brought 4-year integrated B.Ed program. It is a dual major holistic bachelor's degree in education as well as specialized subjects such as language or history, music, mathematics, or you name any subject. So, integrated program efficiently combines undergraduate or graduate level studies with teacher education program. Therefore, its objective is to equip educator with necessary skills and knowledge to effectively teach students at the foundational, preparatory, middle, and secondary stages, which is outlined in the National Education Policy of 2020. A student undergoing this program will be grounded in Indian values, languages, knowledge, ethos, tribal tradition, and also well-versed in latest advances in education and pedagogy. The program caters to the need for 21st century skill. At the same time, this integrated program, it has so many benefits. Number one, it incorporates all the curriculum and activities required to achieve the standards for teachers' licensing. Besides this, teacher education program provide candidates with a deeper understanding of teaching practice by merging education curriculum with classroom experience. Furthermore, integrated program helps to develop the pedagogical skill required to become a good teacher. In addition, these programs strengthen the candidates' knowledge of the topics they will teach. This way, they gain competence in their subject matter, which allows them to support their students' learning better. By implementing this novel methodology, it is possible to furnish future educators not only with solid grounding in the subject matter, but also with practical classroom experience and pedagogical intelligence. When we look into the statistics of India, the 4-year integrated programs implemented by the colleges of teachers education, less than 60 institutions have been implemented. Less than 60 teachers colleges have been implemented this integrated teachers education program. I am very happy to mention here that Maulana Azad National Urdu University, which is having a Department of Education and Training, at their university, it is one among the 60 colleges. Where is the reason? There are so many the challenges before the colleges of teachers education. It may be infrastructure and resources. Many institutions lack the necessary infrastructure and resources for a comprehensive integrated teachers education program. And it may be a faculty training, or it may be a resistance to change, or it may be a socio-economic disparities, or it may be a monitoring and evaluation, or it may be a financial implication. There are so many challenges before the teachers education colleges to implement this novel methodology, that is integrated teachers education program. I am also happy, and I feel it is necessary to mention here, that is the ethics in teaching profession. As you know, ethics in teaching profession, ethics in teachers is declining year by year, day by day and year by year. So in this context, the School of the Teachers Education should concentrate on the ethics in teaching profession, because teachers has a responsibility to the society, and in our society teachers are respected all over. Students usually want to be like their teacher in their personal life. So if the teacher can set example by their ethical behavior, then it will be easy to preaching ethical issues among the students. And if the young generation be aware about ethical issues, then the total society and country will be benefited. Therefore, as an important part of society, teachers should be ethical and they should follow the code of ethics of a teacher and should reflect their ethical behavior to their students. So, these teachers should maintain the discipline as well as they should follow the ethical code also. At the end, I must mention that organizing any the national conference is not a easy job, because it associated with so many the things. It may be the financial matter, or it may be the gathering of the participants. That is also a very big job, because in recent years, people are not coming to the place where the conference or seminars will held. They may join online. So it is the responsibility of the organizer to see that there should be a very good gathering and there should be a very fruitful, the discussion should be held in the conference. So Maulana Azad National Urdu University, in collaboration with the College of Teacher Education, Bidar, has made a very serious attempt to organize a national conference on important issue like embracing the integrated teachers education program. This is a opt in the present global competitive environment. So I congratulate to the organizer for choosing this topic to have a thorough discussion on integrated teachers education program and how the challenges before the colleges of teachers education can overcome. So in this deliberation, in this conference, I think you will come out with a solid recommendations which will help to the colleges of the teachers education. With this brief remark, I wish all the success for the conference, comfortable stay, and hope enjoy the beauty around Bidar. Thank you, one and all.
Thank you, sir. I would like to express my heartfelt appreciation to Professor B.S. Biradar, sir, for delivering a wonderful speech. He has shed light on the challenges and difficulties in ITEP implementation, as well as sir has also thrown light on their probable solutions like extensive faculty development programs, innovative funding models, teaching of ethics, and collaborative curriculum designs, etc. Thanks a lot, sir, once again. Dear participants, it is with great anticipation that I invite our next distinguished speaker, Dr. P. Shankar, to the dais. Respected member of NCTE, Southern Regional Committee, Government of India, New Delhi. He will be sharing valuable insights on ITEP. And for his formal introduction, I would like to invite Dr. Bondu Raju, Assistant Professor, CTE Bidar.
Distinguished guests,
Thank you so much. I'll take the mic and so introduction is not so important, and we have respected Vice Chancellor, the Registrar, Khadir Saab, who has been doing everything for the conference, and my esteemed colleagues on the dais. In fact, I'm now riding 2 horses. One, the reason because I need to attend an online meeting on Pariksha Pe Charcha. This has come as a last moment call, and immediately after that I'll have to go to Doordarshan. So that's one reason why I've taken the privilege of, asking Shankar sir that, I'll be speaking first. When it comes to this particular ITEP program, I must tell you that regional institutes of education located in different parts of the country are the first ones to introduce this ITEP in a different form. This was way back in 1960s, about 60 years ago we introduced, and we have a wonderful product in front of us in the form of Professor Vanaja. And if you want to know whether ITEP is successful or not, just have a look at her. I don't have to tell anything. And she is an embodiment of our program that has been running successfully over the past 6 decades. And if you want to ask the Honorable Vice Chancellor, he knows that his very colleague, he was telling in the morning that Professor Jayanna is with us, who is working as a contractual faculty after his retirement. So why this ITEP? Will it bring a big change? That's the question. And timepiece is next to me. I can look at the time and complete it on time. So when it comes to this ITEP, it is going to make a big paradigm change. Are we prepared for that? That is the first question that we need to answer. I think, like the conference theme points out, it has both positives and negatives. It has many challenges for implementation. But let us first consider what are the advantages. For the first time ever, now we are integrated with higher education. Earlier, we were neither part of school education nor part of teacher education, higher education. Now, teacher education is part of higher education, and you will be, going around with the people teaching other subjects in the university system, and you will be having the same respect as they have, because teacher education institutions were considered as a different entity and they were not included in the higher education. So this is one privilege which we got through the new education policy, and ITEP is something which is inbuilt in that. And then when it comes to higher education, do not think that, just because now you are part of higher education, so you have nothing to do with other levels of this system. It's not like that. Now you need to be well connected with the school system. One thing I found very interesting in this institution is that there is everything, and everything is related with everything, and people can just by going around see many things. This is what is an integrated approach to education. I think in future, all higher education institutions will have to have close collaboration with the school systems, not only as part of internship, but various other activities that they will have to conduct during the course of the program. So that is something which is very unique. So this establishes not only horizontal linkages that you have to establish by integrating with other subject areas, but also having vertical linkages, having linkages with the school system. So this is something, again, which will be a game changer. The reason because we should know what are the expectations of the schools, and schools should know what are the expectations of higher education. When this is missing, there will be serious problems. So that's how I think we are overcoming these challenges. Then, earlier, we had the notion that if someone is teaching at foundational level, he should be of lower level. He or she should be. And that person does not require a lot of training. Anybody can teach pre-primary or foundational level. That's not the case. And now, all the 4 levels, foundational, preparatory, middle, and secondary, they will have the same teachers who are having the same kind of qualifications, 4 years integrated course, which is minimum and minimum required for all these levels. So this will also bring about a positive change. Now, there will not be any degradation if someone is teaching at a preparatory level or foundational level. The reason because people would assume that they are specialists in their own area and they require equal treatment like all other teachers who are teaching at different levels. So that's something very critical. Earlier, we had the notion that when you are in college, so you need to understand theory. And once you join as a teacher, then you need to understand the practice. So theory and practice were successive stages. Now, with the integrated teacher education programs, in intern, a student teacher should know practice as much as he knows theory. The reason because there is almost an equal weightage to the practice through various kinds of activities that a student teacher will have to do as part of his teaching and learning under this ITEP program, 4 years program. So this way, when you go to school after 4 years, 3 years, 5 years, whatever, so you used to be in a shock. The reason because whatever theory you have learned, that's all futile. That's all of no use. The reason because that requires a very different skill. And your headmaster or other people, school administration will ask you, will have a different expectations of you, which you cannot fulfill because you are not exposed to the practice. But unlike that, ITEP will provide this opportunity. Then there is an integration of pedagogy and subject areas. There's always a conflict between subject teachers who, especially if you are a subject teacher of physics, chemistry, mathematics, you feel that anybody is less than you. So in the sense, the reason because you feel that you are from pure sciences, and science means predictability, science means accuracy, science means precision, and so many other things. Sir, I'm not saying that to you, you are an esteemed teacher. And I mean, I have seen and interacted with teachers, so that's what they believe. In the sense, they consider themselves a different lot, and they do not want to integrate themselves with other teachers. So as a result of that, what is happening is that subjects and pedagogy are considered as 2 different sets of areas and do not have any linkages. Unlike that, now we need to have an integration between pedagogy and subjects. And many people question me, you are teaching subjects separately, you are teaching pedagogy, education separately. Where will the integration happen? Integration happens in the mind of the student. The reason because if you are taught one thing after the other, you need to understand that as a teacher, how are you going to handle these aspects? So for that reason, integration happens when pedagogy and subjects are taught separately, but still when students discuss among themselves, discuss with the teachers, and they have opportunity for integrating that in the mind, then they will be better teachers. Then we talk about interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary. In the sense now, the times are changing. Unlike earlier, you used to be a pure physicist, a chemistry person and things like that. Now you need understanding of different subject areas. If you are an oncologist, you should know, what kind of food people are eating. You should know a bit of biology. If you do not know about biology, if you do not know about the social habits of the people, your mere understanding of, whatever you have studied intensively will be of no use. So that's the reason why we require interdisciplinary and multidisciplinary opportunities for the students. And earlier, it used to happen like, if you are fit for nothing, you used to come for teaching. So that was the trend, in the sense you attempt civils and come back. Like there are many people in JNU who go and, they study, do PhD and all that. They appear for competitive exams, and if nothing is available, they come back, settle in Bihar, UP, wherever as teachers, after sometimes doing B.Ed after PhD. So this was the trend. So now, unlike that, now you have an opportunity to select your career quite early, immediately after your +2, so that you understand, you have a clear direction that, you are going to be a teacher. It is not necessary that you should confine to school teaching only. You can go for college teaching, you can go for university teaching, you can go for research in teaching and, subject area. And the dual major, that is very unique to ITEP, especially at secondary stage, and at lower levels you have 2 subjects, that's a different thing, will lead to a deep understanding of the subject. In the sense, we are like inch deep, mile wide curriculum. In the sense, we have lot of curriculum, but depth is only an inch. So you don't understand anything. So unlike that, the ITEP also focuses on, teaching one particular subject along with education. So this, I think, will require some systemic change that I'll talk about. And then long duration exposure of, let's say, 4 years will provide opportunity for producing quality teachers. This is what we observed in the last 60 years. The reason because instead of doing it as an add-on course after your graduation or whatever, if you are prepared as a teacher to teach by studying for 4 years, you will be well equipped with not only theory and practice. So these are some of the advantages that you have ITEP. So it's not full of advantages. It has many challenges. I should also be talking about that. So let me very briefly, without taking much time, speak about them. So attracting students for teaching, especially at a very tender age, it's a very challenging task. They join just after +2 for ITEP, and after 6 months or 1 year, they start feeling that, they're not fit for this. So what happens? Many of the students drop out in some of these institutions, especially I've seen in Delhi for BLED and also for RIEs. So where their, minds, they're not mature enough to understand the intricacies of the profession, and they jump into that and jump out. So this is a problem that we can encounter. And there are large number of standalone private institutions. Sir, again, I'm just saying that we cannot put everyone in the same basket. There are very good, wonderful private schools and institutions which are doing wonderful job, but at the same time, a majority of them are doing great injustice, especially in the area of teacher education, which has been reported in many of the commissions and committees reports. So this also indicates that it's a very big challenge for the standalone institutions to turn themselves into interdisciplinary institutions teaching ITEP. So because if you close all these standalone institutions, where will the institutions who will produce the students who will serve this country with such a large number of students? We have about 26 crore students in the schools. So in the sense, who will teach them? So without providing adequate opportunities. So this is something very challenging. And especially when we talk about ITEP, is this multiple entry and exit possible? You go after 1 year, you get a certificate, but you come back after 3 years, the things will not be the same. Teaching methodologies must have changed, and so many things must have changed. And you go after 2 years, you will get diploma, but when you come back, again, things are not the same. So the entry and exit are something very challenging. And also, transition from one level to another. We have a hierarchy of school system, like I said just now, that, foundational, preparatory, middle, and secondary. These are considered as hierarchy, in the sense you like always to move from one level to another level up. But if you do not have these opportunities, will the teachers sustain the momentum to be themselves in the same area of teaching forever? So that is again something very difficult. And especially it requires a long internship and association with the schools. Do we have so many schools which can facilitate the colleges? Certainly we have the schools, but one thing is that when there are many institutions within a small area, how can so many institutions fall back on these schools? Or at the same time, there are some places like Northeast region where there are no teacher education institutions. Their numbers are very less. How do they cater to the school system? So this will always be a challenging task. And schools need to reorient themselves to the dual major. The reason because now we have in India an opportunity for like someone to teach 2 or 3 subjects. India is a very big country with large population, and you cannot expect that, you know, you will be a specialist only in one subject and do not teach other subjects. In fact, commerce persons are asked to teach geography and many other things keep happening. And if you, even science person is asked to teach social science. So that's a condition we have in India. And is it possible for us to have specialists in each area who will teach only that particular subject? And then resolving conflicts between subject and education departments is a very serious task. I'm also a mentor for some of the institutions where this ITEP is going on. I'm being called there that, you know, subject experts do not agree for the NCT's division that, you know, so many credits are being allocated to them. And this will always be there when it comes to credits and many other things. So in the sense, even conflicts can happen within the institution also with regard to various others, you know, like internship and many other things. So we need to resolve them. And when it comes to education, it's a concurrent subject, and many of the states have still not accepted. Like Tamil Nadu has its own curriculum framework and new policy, state education policy, and many states, when they don't accept, you know, so what will happen to those states where this kind of dissent is there or some kind of reluctance to accept the things is there? And we require a large number of teachers, and recently we found that in the pilot study, not many have applied for preparatory, foundational, and other stages. They have applied only for secondary stage. So this again will lead to crisis. The reason because we will not have adequate number of teachers in teaching at various levels. And finally, I must tell that changing the mindset of the teachers, especially when it comes to horizontal growth instead of vertical growth, like I said, is something very challenging. And there are many challenges. I have only highlighted few, but you will observe that there are many challenges which we need to address before, you know, implementing it in full scale. I think your support, your cooperation, your debates and discussions will enrich this understanding and make it a fruitful exercise. Thank you very much for giving me this opportunity.
Dear participants, he was Professor Y. Srikanth, Principal, RIE, NCERT, Mysore. Thank you, sir, for an exceptional address on ITEP. Your insights were not only enlightening, but also conveyed a profound understanding of the challenges as well as opportunities in teacher education. The impactful delivery and depth of knowledge have set an inspiring tone for the rest of the conference. Thank you, sir, for a truly enriching keynote address. Now, dear participants, it's with great anticipation that I invite our next distinguished speaker, Dr. P. Shankar, to the dais, respected member of NCTE, SRC, Government of India, New Delhi. He will be sharing valuable insights on ITEP. And for his formal introduction, I would like to invite Dr. Bandhu Raju, Assistant Professor, CTE, Bidar.
Distinguished guests and esteemed participants, I am honored to stand before you today to introduce our esteemed guest, Dr. P. Shankar, for this conference. Since January 2014, Dr. P. Shankar has been employed as an assistant professor in the Department of Education, Osmania University, Hyderabad. He has been a teacher and a researcher for a total of 25 years. He spent 7 years as a high school teacher and 13 years as a teacher educator at Shatavahana University, Karimnagar, Diet, Warangal, and Nizamabad. The Government of India nominated him for the position of member NCTE SRC New Delhi. Sir worked as science teacher at the school level before beginning his career as a school assistant in physical science. Additionally, he worked with DPEP and SSA Warangal as the district science officer and academic monitoring officer. For the benefit of teachers and teacher educators, he planned several conferences, workshops, seminars, and training sessions. In order to provide Sarva Shiksha Abhiyan teachers with training, he developed 20 teacher training modules. He received training in creating video content and setting up teleconferences from ISRO Ahmedabad. Sir is a member for drafting committee for the Andhra Pradesh State Curriculum Framework. In addition to, he provided contribution to 14 position papers on curriculum development. He is the author and coordinator of the physical science textbooks for grades 6th to 10th class. He is the member in charge of B.Ed and D.Ed curriculum revisions. Dr. Shankar affiliations including SCRT, NCRT, SIET, RMSA and SSA and State Resource Group. Today, he has completed 10 research papers. To date, he has completed 10 research projects, including study reports to the state administration. Shankar sir has participated in numerous national and international conferences, attending and presenting research papers. He published research papers in repeated journals. He wrote several books and books chapters as well. Sir has written and edited a number of books that cover science education topics for both B.Ed and D.Ed students. He contributes editorial articles to everyday newspapers. He frequently hosts educational TV programs. Dr. Shankar sir felicitated with a citation by the Government of Andhra Pradesh in 2013 for the service as coordinator and author of class 6th to 9th class textbooks. He got 4 times district awards from the district collectors for population of science as district science officer. As we explore embracing the integrated teacher education program, exploring perspectives and confronting challenges, our guest insights and experience will undoubtedly enrich our discussions and provide valuable perspectives on integrated teacher education program. Please join me in extending a warm welcome to Dr. P. Shankar. We are honored to have him with us today, and we eagerly anticipate the valuable insights he will share with us. Thank you.
Good afternoon, friends. Professor B.S. Bidar, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Professor 𝐲𝐿𝐴𝐳𝐶, Principal Regional Institute of Education, NCRT, Mysore, my colleague in NCTE, Professor J.R. Angadi, Dr. Abdul Khadir sir, Chairman, Shaheen Group of Institution, Bidar, Professor Siddiqui Muhammad Mahmood, OSD, Senior Professor Education and Training, Registrar Sir, Professor Sheikh Ishaq Ahmed Sir, Professor Manaja Madam, Professor Muhammad Rajaullah Khan, Professor Sami Siddiqui, Director, CPDU MT MANUU, and my young colleagues, Vishaprasad, Raju, and other colleagues from this College of Education, and the participants, the young teacher educators, future teachers assembled in this hall. I congratulate our principal sir for organizing such a wonderful conference on ITEP 4-year B.Ed program. This is a national mandate, and they very proudly NEP 2020 announced this program, and it made mandate to many IITs and IIMs and all central universities to start this program without any delay. So one can understand how importance is given to the teacher education. In the national education policy also, they criticized about the commercialization of teacher education and the way the teacher education is running in this country. But they elevated first time in the policy by giving lot of importance to the departments of education in the universities. The departments of education in the universities given a mandate to be a central anchor to take other disciplinary knowledges into account and give a direction to all other departments in taking the pedagogy, curriculum and assessment procedures and making this multidisciplinary higher education in this country. Professor Srikanth explained what do you mean by ITEP, what is the nature of ITEP, what is the future of ITEP, and what are the challenges of ITEP. But the problem is how we are going to create future generation teachers and how we are overcoming all the learning happened in the minds of the existing teacher educators. The existing teacher educators will become a problem for the ITEP 2020 if they unlearn many of the things they are practicing. That is the problem. The problem is because as a teacher educator, we have strong belief system and we are not ready to unlearn all those things and catch all the new things. If you see any engineering college faculty member is talking about learning outcomes and they are talking about Bloom's taxonomy. And they are coming up with the outcome-based education. And they are talking about the continuous comprehensive evaluation. And they are talking about K2, K12 curriculum and other curriculums. So these are all the domain knowledge of teacher education. But unfortunately, teacher educators are silent on this. When your cup of tea is taken away from others, those don't have any domain knowledge of it, but they read and they are acting according to the market needs. So my request to the teacher educators, the success of ITEP lies in the hands of teacher educators. It is not like ITEP program is not like a new Apple version phone to sell it in the market. It is a course and it is visualizing that all the ills and all the evils existing in the teacher education and teacher preparation programs, it should solve all these problems. The first mandate is to shut down all the commercialized silo B.Ed colleges which made this teacher education to very bad in nature. So how to deal with all this and how to make this ITEP program successful is a big challenge. So now it is in our hands, I mean the teacher educator hands, how best you will attract by campaigning it and practicing it and showing a path of career for the students who are taking it as their course to study. Right now, though it is a national mandate, it is kept in the IITs and IIMs and all national central universities, but they are not happily taken this course. Even though NCT given permission, certain central universities are not ready to take up this program. And even in the NITs, they placed this program, but some mathematics department or some history department, some social science dean of their institutes are assigned this program. They don't have any department. For that, their hand-holding sessions are going on, and they are convinced how to take this program into a successful level. Now, the entire success of this program will depend upon how do you attract the stakeholders. Instead of writing IIT, BTech, NEET, MBBS, if if the students are aspiring to come to take the profession of teacher and become the part of this nation building, that should be taken up. I'm wondering to listen our Shaheen institutions director, sir. He was talking about school dropouts. Why children will drop out from the schools? See, what he was saying from his experience, it was recorded by Marian Weiner that school dropouts will drop out from the school because school is not attractive for them. That's what he was telling from his experience. And the philanthropic attempt to run the institution is essential. And voluntarily, the society should take up that this is any education institution working for the society. Now the teacher education institutions to rise this occasion and make this teacher education program as a spiritual activity. When you are working as a teacher educator, that you are the guru of the gurus. You are guru of the gurus. You are preparing the teachers. Your students are getting into the teacher post, but unfortunately we are staying here only, but not getting into the DSC examination. The junk of such teacher educators, no need to come for the teacher education. We need qualified, energized capacity. Those who are having high capacity, they can only come to the teacher education institution, so that the preparation of teachers for this highly populated nation will survive and take hold the challenges of 21st century. For this, you think and imagine, innovate new curricular programs and integrate your content knowledge with pedagogy. All our teacher educators, including me, we are very weak in content. But when it is placed in the multidisciplinary atmosphere, you should learn content along with your subject experts and integrate and educate them to how to adapt to the pedagogic practices to transact the curriculum. So that is a challenge. I am not giving any details about what is ITEP program, how ITEP program is going to be, but I am alerting all my teacher educators, be on your toes and take the challenge and make this ITEP program as a game changer for the survival of the teacher education and to take the self-respect of teacher educators, so that we can give good teachers, those who can lead this globe. Thank you, Vananda.
Thank you. Thank you so much, sir, for an insightful address that has enriched our perspectives on ITEP. Now, I invite you to join me in welcoming our next esteemed speaker, Professor 𝐺𝑟 Dean, School of Education and Training, Central University of Karnataka. For his formal introduction, I would like to invite Dr. Naveen Kumar M, Assistant Professor, CTE Bidar, to the stage.
Thank you. Due to time, sorry for the inconvenience. Respected dignitaries on the dais and off the dais, especially inaugural address given by Professor B.S. Biradar sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Bidar University, and just now left Professor Vice Srikanth sir, Principal, Regional Institute of Education, NCRT Mysore. He has given wonderful keynote address, as well as just now completed his talk on, deliberately talked on the teacher education, especially ITEP, Dr. Shankar sir, NCT SRC member, and Dr. Abdul Qadir Sahib, whether to call, I don't know, whether Dr. Abdul Qadir Saab is a professional doctor or academic doctor. But definitely I will call, lover of education after visiting, going around the Shaheen Institute. Definitely he is practicing the doctrines of education. And Professor Siddiqui Muhammad Mahmood, OSD2 Senior Professor, and Professor Sheikh 𝐄𝐲𝐻𝐿𝐽𝐻𝐻 Sir, Registrar, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, and the President of this National Conference and chairing the Presidents of this inaugural session, Professor Vanuja Madam, Dean School of Education and Training, MANUU, Hyderabad, and Professor Muhammad Rajullah Khan, Director DDE, and Professor Sami Siddiqui, Director CPDU MT, MANUU, Hyderabad. I would like to begin with one small question before you. If you just remember your school days, especially at elementary level or secondary level, can you remember how many teachers taught you? Can you remember all teachers or only you remembered one or two teachers? Definitely you remember one or two teachers. Why you remembered only one or two teachers? Why you remember those two, one or two teachers, or only one? Sometimes we do not remember any teachers at elementary schools. But definitely in our life, we remembered only few teachers. Why we remembered? The teacher has dedicated, the teacher has motivated, the teacher has inspired us, the teacher has led us. That's why we remembered that teacher. In this 21st century, actually, we need that kind of teacher. As NEP 2020 enrolled in July 27, 2020, this is the byproduct, ITEP. Especially in our field of teacher education, three things emerge out of this NEP 2020. One is the ITEP program, second is the National Mission on Mentoring, third is the National Professional Standards for Teachers. These are the three major milestones in the teacher education system. We are talking about ITEP. Definitely this conference title talks about embracing integrated teacher education program, exploring perspective and confronting challenges. We need to embrace this ITEP program. There is no any other way. We need to embrace, we need to explore the perspectives, and we are ready to face the challenges. I hope that we are in transition stage, our teacher education is. This is a paradigm shift is taken place in the teacher education sector. As of now, as per NCTE, we are having 15 teacher education programs. This is the major role playing in the future, this ITEP program. Right now, Professor Srikanth sir has deliberately talked on the ITEP in their institute. The product of the ITEP is Professor Vanuja Madam. Definitely that is true. But comparatively, it is different than the existing ITEP. This is actually state-specific integrated teacher education program and subject-specific teacher education program. As in NEP 2020 school structure, 5+3+3+4, we are talking about, related to that state-specific, this teacher education program with a different discipline, arts, commerce, and science. Suppose if you take at element, foundational level, 3 foundational levels, arts foundational, integrated ITEP program, science, foundational ITEP program, as well as commerce. Similarly, preparatory, middle, and secondary. Total, we are having 12 ITEP programs with different stage specific. But in the NEP 2020, we are talking about to attract talented teacher. When we go around this Shaheen Institute. Dr. Saheb, Abdul Qadir Saheb introduced the student and asked the student, "You are the future, doctors. To read something more, to become a doctor. But we need to emphasize, we need to give stress on who will become a teacher. Who will become a teacher? This is the teaching profession is the most noblest profession in the world. As we are talking about, we are doctors and engineers. The most demanding profession is the teaching profession, definitely. Especially our Indian teachers across the globe, they are seeing towards our country. If any that kind of teachers, as we are our delegates, our representatives are going around the world as a software engineers as well as doctors, but we need to send such type of professionally competent, dedicated teachers. That is our responsibility. That responsibility is on our shoulder, but we need to realize through this ITEP program. Definitely, we are talking about in this ITEP program, holistic development across the curriculum. We are talking about understanding holistic development of children across all stages of education. I mean 5+3+3+4. Understanding holistic development of children, what to do for those children at foundational level, what to do for at preparatory children, what is their psychology, what is their ability, what is their motives. We need to understand that. Understanding holistic development of children at different levels of education. Similarly, that is we are talking about in ITEP stage-specific content cum pedagogy. Up to now, we are both content and pedagogy alone we studied. Pedagogy subject is different, content is in the school subject. But in this ITEP program, this is the beauty of this ITEP program. We are integrating, curriculum and pedagogy, content and pedagogy. Already, NCTE has announced that model curriculum. This is curriculum framework, that model curriculum framework stays specific. Even that embedded with curriculum as well content with pedagogy. Suppose already the content cum pedagogy is there, stays specific. In the class we are having 30 to 40 students. Whether this content cum pedagogy is suited to all students, whether it is suited to all students, no. Again, we need to think and we need to design and develop and deliver content based on that. To understand the integration of that content and pedagogy, then we need to design, develop and deliver the content. That kind of nature we need to develop or we need to transform in our for coming teacher educators. Another thing, especially NCERT has taken a very leading role in the school education. Definitely, we are talking about foundational literacy and numeracy. Already it is there in the system. Nipun Bharat. But we need to achieve it by 2025, next year. But again, we are talking about ITEP program right now. Is it possible? Very difficult. I mean, already NCERT has taken that initiation. Means already they are training in-service teachers in foundational literacy and numeracy. But in the past, we are remembering the thing and recalling like that. But right now, we need to understand. We need to inculcate. That's why that Nipuna Bharat, National Initiatives for Professional Proficiency in Reading with Understanding and Numeracy. Reading with understanding. We need to understand what we are reading. We need to reflect on that content. We need to develop that kind of attitude or mindset in the learner. Another beautiful thing is National Mission on Mentoring. Sir is, as Professor Srikanth sir told, for newly emerged ITEP Institute, sir as working as mentor. Similarly, for school teachers, this mission, national mission on mentoring, already it is also started across Jawahar Navodaya Vidyalaya as well as KV. They identified and mentors are also there. But in the teacher education sector, we need to identify such type of teacher educators to mentor the, this ITEP programs. We need to import that kind of mentorship in our teacher education. Anyhow, we are practicing that kind of mentors in the, the school as well as higher education. That is the mandate of NAC also. Again, the things is changing in NAC also. Yes, 2 days before, on 27th of January, that binary accreditation system is coming out. Under that, mentoring is also a very important component. I will shift to another third component of this teacher education, NPST, National Professional Standards for Teachers. What kind of standards we are expecting from the teachers? Especially as identified in this document, first is professional core values and ethics of the teacher. As we are seeing different levels of teacher, beginning teacher, proficient teacher, and expert teacher, and lead teacher in the NEP 2020 under that. Similarly, we need to have that kind of professional core values and ethics. What kind of core values and ethics we need? This is not, it takes more time, but I will not elaborate on that. If you're interested to visit that NPST document, definitely will get insights into detail about that. What is the professional core values and ethics. Second is professional knowledge and understanding. We are in the profession of teacher. What is our professional knowledge and understanding? I mean, how we are understanding content, school level content. In teacher education, how we are learning the pedagogy, how we are integrating. That is the second standard. Third is the professional competence and practice. How we are competent professionally, how we are practicing. Just this is, we need to embrace Dr. Sahil Institute chairperson. Definitely, sir is competent in practicing the system. All the things, as sir told, Srikanth sir told, it is a kind of integration. We are observing that kind of integration, but we need that kind of professionalism as competent, and we need to practice in our day-to-day life as a teacher. The fourth is that is ultimately related to teachers, professional growth and development. Suppose if we have below 3 professional standards, definitely we will emerge as good teacher, professional, and definitely we will grow and develop. Like this, other things are also going on. I hope that you are aware of, already at a school level curriculum has came out. National Curriculum Framework for Foundational Stage in 2022. Are you going through that? Whether you visited that document? No. But already in system it is there. National Curriculum Framework for Foundational Stage Education 2022. I mean 1.5 years back it came, but we are not able to see that document. Again, last year that National Curriculum Framework for School Education. Last year, the final document came out. Again, we need to visit. Based on that, we need to structure or to frame the curriculum. This curriculum is based on that National Curriculum Framework for Foundational Stage and National Curriculum Framework for School Education. Again, we are expecting shortly National Curriculum Framework for Teacher Education. Almost it is draft is ready. Definitely within 1 or 2 months we will get that. Another is National Higher Education Qualification Framework. We are making it equivalent qualification framework. Again, we are talking about National Credit Framework also. Okay, thank you. National Credit Framework also. Again, we are talking about ABC, Academic Bank of Credit. but we need to incorporate in our curriculum, but we need to make it integral part of our curriculum. We need to make integral part of our day-to-day practice. Definitely, we will do that. As we are talking about this integration means here we are multidisciplinary program. It is dual degree, a disciplinary degree is there, as well as professional degree is also there. Content is there, pedagogy is there, values is there, how we are practicing is there. Another is, but we need to, already what we learned, we need to unlearn that. But we need to relearn this ITEP, NEP 2020, all other things. But we need to, as we skilled, we need to reskill ourselves, upskill ourselves. That's why it is the urgent of the days are, but we need to practice it. And last, I would like to say one word. Karmanyevadhikarastu. Karmanyevadhikarastu ma paleshu kadachana. We need to practice our duty first. Leave it other things. Leave it to God. Leave it to Allah. And definitely we will get good things. Another last is, as we are talking about Vidya Dadati Vinayam. Through Vidya Dadati Vinayam, Vinayadiyati Patratvam, Patratvatu Dhanam Pnetu Dhanatu Dharmam Tata Sukha. I would like to elaborate it. Vidya Dadati Vinayam. Through education, we will get humility, kindness. But we are not getting this one, but we are getting other things. But we need to get humility and kindness through education. Suppose if we have that kind of humility and kindness, definitely our ability, we will get the abilities. Through ability, we will earn. Not money, other things also simultaneously, we will earn. What we are earning, through that we can serve. By serving those things, we will get pleasure. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, sir, for your insightful deliberations. Dear participants, please join me in welcoming Professor Siddiqui Mohammed Mahmood, OSD to MANUU, to the stage for his address. I would like to take the privilege of introducing Sir myself. Having the privilege of introducing Professor Siddiqui Mohammed Mahmood is an honor in and of itself. Sir holds a PhD education, MAd and Masters in 2 subjects. Professor Siddiqui is an officer on special duty of Maulana Azad National Urdu University. He is Senior Professor in Department of Education and Training. Sir presided over the Registrarship of MANUU and the Dean of the School of Education and Training. He possesses a total of 35 years of teaching and research experience. Sir's biodata is very detailed. So if I try to read his entire biodata, it would take the whole day. As time is not permitting me, so I will point out only a few things. Sir was former Dean of Consultancy and Research, MANUU. He was Controller of Examinations, MANUU, Director CPDMTU, MANUU. He was additionally involved in the evaluation work of International University of Malaysia for around 2 years. Furthermore, in Jeddah, Saudi Arabia, he has fulfilled the role of an honorary student counselor at IDBI. Sir has authored and edited a large number of books in his area of research and specialization. Extraordinary authorship of over 80 research papers and articles published in journals of national and international repute. Sir has attended around 45 conferences and seminars at national and international level. Sir has received a number of awards, like he is the recipient of All India Ideal Teacher Association Award. In 2022, recently he is bestowed with the epithet Misali Ustad, means ideal teacher. Thank you. Please, sir.
Thank you, Dr. Hina, for the wonderful introduction. Honorable President of the function, Professor Vaneja Madam, the Dean, School of Education and Training, MANUU, Hyderabad. Honorable Chief Guest of the function, Honorable Vice Chancellor of University of Bidar, our dynamic registrar, Professor 𝐓𝐞𝐚𝐳𝐷, all the esteemed guests, especially Dr. Abdul Qadir Sahab, the chairman, Shaheen Academy, all the faculty members, research scholars, and students. Indeed, it's a great privilege for me to be here this morning. The topic that has been selected is really a thrilling topic, embracing the Integrated Teacher Education Program, NEP 2020-20, exploring perspectives and confronting challenges. वक्त बहुत कम है और बातें बहुत ज़्यादा हैं, लेकिन बहुत इख्तिसार के साथ मैं आपके सामने रखूंगा। हमारे मुल्क का आला तालीम का जो निज़ाम है वो दुनिया का तीसरा सबसे बड़ा निज़ाम तालीम है, जो 1113 यूनिवर्सिटीज़, 43,796 कॉलेजेस और इस तरह के बहुत सारे तालीमी इदारों पर मुहित है। लेकिन सबसे बड़ा मसला ये नहीं है कि कितने इदारे हैं, सबसे बड़ा मसला ये है कि क्वालिटी क्या है। हम कम से कम, मुझे याद है जहां तक डॉक्टर APJ अब्दुल कलाम साहब के ज़माने से हम सुनते आ रहे हैं कि क्वालिटी हमारा बड़ा मसला है। डॉक्टर प्रणब मुखर्जी साहब ने, जो ऑनरेबल प्रेसिडेंट रहे, उनके बाद और भी लोगों ने इस सिलसिले में कोशिशें की, लेकिन अभी तक भी हम देखते हैं कि फर्स्ट 200 यूनिवर्सिटीज़ में कहीं कोई नुमाया नाम हमारा शामिल नहीं होता है। उसकी वजूहात क्या है? जाहिर है कि ये एक बहुत अहम मौजू है, गौर व फिक्र करने का यहाँ उसका मौका नहीं है। आला तालीमी इदारों के जरिए से नॉलेज, स्किल्स और एटीट्यूड्स, इन तीन चीजों को तलबा में ट्रांसफर करने की कोशिश की जाती है और आजकल फोकस इन तीन चीजों पर बहुत ज्यादा है। अगर वैल्यूज की बात होती भी है तो at the most we restrict ourselves to professional values. But what about human values? That's a big question mark. Because ultimate aim of education is character formation, as somebody has already told. Why character formation is the ultimate aim of education? Because human society will remain human society and will progress as human society only if character is formed. How is the character formed? The easiest formula given by one of the quotations is, sow a thought and you'll reap an action. Sow an action and reap a habit. Sow a habit, reap a character. Then sow a character and reap a destiny. जिसके बारे में कोठारी एजुकेशन कमीशन ने बहुत अच्छी बात कही थी कि the destiny of India is being shaped in our classroom. तो क्लासरूम में कैरेक्टर कहां से बनाया जाता है? उसका आगाज ही होता है एक ख्याल के बीज को बोने से। उसके जरिए से एक अमल की काश्त आप काट सकते हैं और अमल से फिर आदत बनती है और आदत से किरदार बनता है। और आप जानते हैं कि जहां में अमल की अमलदारियां हैं, सुखन परवरी का ये जमाना नहीं है। सिर्फ गुफ्तगू और गुफ्तगू, इसके अलावा आमतौर पर सेमिनार्स और कॉन्फ्रेंस में कुछ नहीं होता। लेकिन मैं समझता हूं कि मानू कॉलेज ऑफ टीचर एजुकेशन, उसके तमाम जिम्मेदारान, खासतौर से प्रिंसिपल साहब और डीन साहिबा इस बात के लिए मुबारकबाद के मुस्तहिक हैं कि उन्होंने बहुत अच्छे उन्वान का इंतखाब किया। आप देखिए कि हम ये जो कैरेक्टर फॉर्मेशन है इसको क्यों हासिल नहीं कर पा रहे हैं। इसकी एक बुनियादी वजह ये नहीं है कि नॉलेज के बारे में कोई बातचीत नहीं होती है या स्किल्स नहीं दी जाती है या वैल्यूज पर डिस्कशन नहीं होती। वैल्यूज को एक पेपर बना के देख लिया, वैल्यूज को बहुत सारे सब्जेक्ट्स के साथ पढ़ा कर देख लिया, लेकिन वो वैल्यूज परवान नहीं चढ़ रही है। उसकी वजह यह है कि आमतौर पर वैल्यूज को कल्टीवेट करने के लिए, इम्बाइब करने के लिए, परवान चढ़ाने के लिए जो रोल मॉडल की जरूरत है वो फैक्टर मिसिंग है। हम तमाम लोगों को इस बात को कबूल कर लेना चाहिए और मैं समझता हूं कि दिस शुड बी द टॉपिक फॉर द डिबेट्स थ्रू आउट द लेंथ एंड ब्रेड्थ ऑफ द कंट्री। यह हम तमाम का एक मुश्तरका मसला है कि हमारी नई नस्लें किधर की जानिब जा रही हैं और किस तरीके से उनको रोल मॉडल के बगैर भी आप उनके कैरेक्टर को फॉर्म कर सकते हैं। एक बहुत बड़ा चैलेंज है। इस चैलेंज को पूरा करने के लिए, इस पर पूरा उतरने के लिए जहां मुख्तलिफ कोशिशें हो रही हैं, وہاں پر ٹیچر ایجوکیشن میں بھی ریفارم بلکہ ایک طریقے سے اگر دیکھا جائے تو اس کو پورا اوور ہال کرنے کی ضرورت محسوس ہوئی, اور اسی سمت میں ایک اہم کڑی جو ہے وہ 4 ایئر انٹیگریٹڈ پروگرام سامنے آیا. آپ جانتے ہیں اچھی طریقے سے کہ پہلے 1 سال کا بی اے ہوا کرتا تھا, پھر 2 سال کا ہے, اور اب ہم 4 سال کے بارے میں بات کر رہے ہیں. تو کیا ہوگا؟ بعض لوگ سوچتے کیا ہوگا, وہی سبجیکٹس ہے جو گریجویشن میں پڑھا رہے ہیں اور وہی سبجیکٹس ہے جو ایجوکیشن پڑھائے جا رہے تھے, اس سے تبدیلی کیا آئے گی؟ آپ کچھ نیا تو نہیں کرنے جا رہے ہیں. تو میں وہ تمام لوگ جو آئی ٹیپ کے سکسیس کے لیے کوشش کر رہے ہیں ان تمام ونرز کے نام پر یہ کہنا چاہتا ہوں, جیسا کہ ہمارے مینجمنٹ گرو شیو کھران جی نے کہا ہے کہ winners don't do different things, they do things differently. So under the leadership of our dean we are trying to do differently کہ آئی ٹیپ کو ہم کس طریقے سے سکسیسفل بنا سکتے ہیں, یہ ہم اس کے سلسلے میں اقدامات کر رہے ہیں. اور یہ آج کا جو سیمینار ہے اس کی سمت میں ایک اہم کڑی ہے, اور لوگوں نے کالج آف ٹیچر ایجوکیشن بھوپال اور کالج آف ٹیچر ایجوکیشن بیدر نے بڑے خوشگوار انداز میں ہیڈ کوارٹر کو ایک میسج دیا ہے کہ وی آر پریپیئرڈ فار آئی ٹیپ. ایسے اگر ریکویسٹ اگر بھیجتے تو شاید بات دوسری ہوتی, لیکن آئی ٹیپ پہ سیمینار کرنے سے ان کی نیت کا اظہار بہت اچھی طریقے سے ہو گیا. میں سمجھتا ہوں کہ اس کو آپ سب نے اپریشیٹ کرنا چاہیے کہ وی آر پریپیئرڈ ٹو ویلکم آئی ٹیپ. اب جہاں تک آئی ٹیپ کی بات ہے میں اس کے سلسلے میں زیادہ باتیں نہیں کروں گا, اس لیے کہ ایکسپرٹس نے اپنی اپنی باتیں رکھی. صرف ایک بات میں آپ سے کرنا چاہتا ہوں کہ سبجیکٹس وہی رہیں گے, گریجویشن کے سبجیکٹس کو بھی آپ ملا کر پڑھا رہے ہیں, ان کے کولیبریشن سے پڑھا رہے ہیں, ڈپارٹمنٹ میں طلبہ جائیں گے وہاں پر تھیوری پریکٹیکل ساری چیزیں وہی رہیں گی. لیکن اصل بات کیا ہے کہ ایٹیٹیوڈ ٹورڈس یو جی سبجیکٹ طلبہ کا بالکل چینج ہو جائے گا. پہلے they used to learn subjects at graduation level for the sake of examination. Now they will be learning these subjects because they have to teach those subjects because it is pre-decided. تو یہ ایک بہت بڑا ایٹیٹیوڈل چینج میں محسوس کرتا ہوں کہ طلبہ میں یہ آئے گا کہ یہ سبجیکٹ کو ہم کو اس لیے نہیں پڑھنا ہے کہ صرف ایگزام لکھنا ہے, بلکہ یہ اس سبجیکٹ کو پڑھانا بھی ہے, اور وہ پڑھانے کے لیے جو گہرائی اور گہرائی میرے اندر چاہیے وہ مجھے حاصل کرنے کا موقع ملا ہے. اس یقین کے ساتھ اور اس ایٹیٹیوڈ کے ساتھ وہ گریجویشن کے وہ سبجیکٹس پڑھیں گے. پھر ایک اور بات اس سلسلے میں میں آپ کے سامنے رکھنا چاہتا ہوں, اور وہ یہ ہے کہ لوگ کہتے ہیں کہ پریکٹیکم کا جو ڈیوریشن بڑھ جائے گا تو اسکولز کیسے اپنے آپ کو اسپیئر کریں گے. اگر ہمارے بچے تیاری کے ساتھ جائیں اور ایک ایڈیشنل اسکل سکھانے کے لیے جائیں تو میں سمجھتا ہوں کہ وہ مسئلہ نہیں پیدا ہوگا, اس لیے کہ اب اسکول میں صرف لیسنس لینے کے لیے نہیں جانا ہے بلکہ اسکول کے ساتھ وننس پیدا کرنے کے لیے جانا ہے. اس لیے کہ بعد میں ان طلباء کو اسکولز میں پڑھانا ہے, جو اسٹوڈنٹ ٹیچرس ہیں ان کو اسکول میں پڑھانا ہے, تو کس طریقے سے وننس پیدا ہو سکتی ہے اس بارے میں ہم کو کوشش کرنا ہے. وہ جو لانگ ڈیوریشن ہے اس کو نہ اسکول والے بوجھ سمجھے اور نہ اس کو اسٹوڈنٹس ٹیچرس اور نہ ٹیچر ایجوکیٹرس اس کو بوجھ سمجھے. آخری بات کہ اس ذریعے سے آپ دیکھ رہے ہیں کہ جو امپلائمنٹ کے مسائل ہیں وہ مسائل سب کے سامنے ہیں. ابھی گلوبل لیول پر اگر دیکھیں تو انڈین ٹیچرس نے اپنا ایک اچھا ریپوٹیشن بنایا ہے, اور اس ریپوٹیشن کو آگے بڑھاتے ہوئے ہم دیکھنا چاہتے ہیں کہ آئی ٹیپ کے ذریعے سے ہم گلوبل مارکیٹ میں کتنے اچھے ٹیچرز بھیج سکتے ہیں, ایسے ٹیچرز جو نالج کے لحاظ سے, اسکلز کے لحاظ سے, ایٹیٹیوڈ کے لحاظ سے اور ایک ویلیو سسٹم کے لحاظ سے بہت پرفیکٹ ہوں. تو یہ ایک تجربہ ہے اور اس تجربے کو کامیاب ہم اور آپ ہی بنا سکتے ہیں. ظاہر ہے کہ کمیٹڈ ٹیچر ایجوکیٹرز کین پریپیئر کمیٹڈ ٹیچرز, and those committed teachers will be expected to prepare good human beings. Thank you so much.
Thanks a lot, sir, for delivering a dynamic and engaging speech that captivated the audience and definitely will leave a lasting impact on everyone present here. Now, dear participants, it's an honor to invite Professor 𝐂𝐻𝐺𝐻, sir, Honorable Registrar, Maulana Azad National Urdu University, to the dais for his address. I would like to invite Professor Sadaqat Ali Khan, sir, for sir's formal introduction.
Thank you very much. I need no introduction. Rather, I would like to introduce myself. As I am Ishtiaq Ahmed. I am professor at Jawaharlal Nehru University and presently serving as registrar at Maulana Azad National Urdu University. I am a teacher, and that is my definition. Thank you very much. One thing is very important that the seminar, I think, has been well inaugurated. Our keynote speaker and various experts, they have already shared their wonderful and valuable ideas as far as, embracing the integrated teachers education program at national level or at MANUU level is concerned. We had 2-3 speakers who spoke well at length about the ITEP program. And I think the process will be on, and our participants, those who are likely to join after the inaugural session, they will also explore the ideas, the possibility for the best implementation of ITEP. In fact, ITEP is a major step as far as implementation of National Education Policy 2020 is concerned. Why? Because it has given a new structure for the schools. And in order to meet that requirement, that challenge, the ITEP has been implemented at national level. And no doubt, MANUU is one among the few universities or institutions who have been awarded ITEP program. So a big congratulations to the teachers who are serving at School of Education and Training, our director DDE, the entire team who actually prepared the proposal, presented it before the NCT, and we got it. So we are thankful to all of you. Many of you are part of this seminar. You are on dais. I must say one thing, that NCT is very serious as far as ITEP program is concerned. Very recently, big entire team of NCT led by none other than its member secretary visited our campus. They had 2-3 days program, interaction with teachers, students, especially ITEP students. Various level of interaction program was held with the students, one-to-one, their discussion. They were very happy to see that this young lot is very energetic and they want to do things differently. They said that we have choose this program out of our own eagerness. We are here by choice, not by default. And I could also see on the campus that they are very energetic. But one thing our Professor Shankar Sahab has pointed out, that the role of the educator teacher is very important. We should also ensure that with what expectation they have joined this course, because it is just the beginning. The educators are not different. They are the same teacher who are teaching at BA or B.Ed or M.Ed level or different diploma courses. But their requirement is different. For them, they are expecting something else. So this is very important, that if we do not prepare ourselves, means as an educator I am saying, and if we do not meet their requirement, this will be a big blunder on our part. We have to understand the national framework of the school and learning. We have to study the document that NCT has already shared on its web page, and we have to prepare it differently so that this ITEP program can be implemented in a different manner, and that should be different from our teaching style. Our everything should be different from the B.Ed student or M.Ed student. Hope I am right here. And our task is very important. The role of the schools, department and university is also very important here, because we have to train our teachers. Serious, discussion, deliberation, orientation programs, refresher courses are needed. The way all schools, all colleges and universities, they have been directed to take up orientation courses, workshop or refresher courses after the implementation of NEP 2020. On the same line, on the same pattern, we have to train ourselves. We have to understand the requirement of ITEP. And I think this should be a big success on the part of any university or any college who have been given this ITEP program. So thank you very much. I am not an expert on the education, but by listening or by working with our educators, our member of NCTE, I am learning many more things. I am very happy that I am sharing dice with you all. And due to paucity of time, I directly started my points or whatever you call it, my speech or whatever. But I'm really thankful that I'm sharing dice with Professor B.S. Bidar Sahib, he's Vice Chancellor at Bidar University, Dr. Shankar Sahib, Dr. Professor Angadi Sahib, and Dr. Abdul Qadir Sahib, who is chairman of this Shaheen group. Before the beginning of the seminar, we visited this institute. We are very happy to visit this important institution that is not less than a university. Give a big hand to Shaheen Group. They are doing wonderful services and we must appreciate it. Same time, we are in the city of Bidar. It's a very historical city. It's a cultural city, known for its historicity, known for its cultural learning and many more things. We are very happy that our city is doing well at this city. And as I said, that Shaheen is a very important institution. I very happily, on behalf of the Honorable Vice Chancellor, Maulana Azad National University, who could not come today, hopefully he will join tomorrow. But again, I say hopefully. But on his behalf and on the behalf of the Maulana Azad National Urdu University, I am here to sign an MOU, that is Memorandum of Understanding, with the Shaheen Group. Since the chairman sir has to leave, he has a flight for Delhi, I would request that the MOU first be signed and then we will continue further. Thank you very much.
Honorable Dice, students, teachers, participants, as just now Honorable Vice Registrar Sahib has spoken about the Memorandum of Understanding being signed between Maulana Azad National Urdu University and Shaheen Group of Institutions. Right. So there are 4 major areas for which this MOU is being signed. One is various research activities and other academic activities for which Shaheen Group of Institutions and Maulana Azad National Urdu University will have joint programs, collaborative programs. The second thing is we would like to enhance our outreach. We would like to enhance our outreach, especially in terms of reaching out to Madrasa students, the way Shaheen has reached to through its Madrasa Plus programs. The university is planning to offer a program called Madrasa Connect, wherein the Directorate of Distance Education of Maulana Azad University will be offering a spoken English program, 6 months spoken English program for all the Madrasa students, because Madrasa students are generally studying theology and religious subjects. So we want them to be good at spoken English. And for that, this will be the initial program, which will be jointly run with the support of Shaheen Group of Institutions and Directorate of Distance Education, Maulana Azad National Urdu University. It will be a 6 months program, and at the end of each level, there will be 3 levels in it. And at the end of each level, a certificate will be awarded by the university. Similarly, Shaheen has been already supporting the teachers training programs, especially the programs related to in-service teachers. We have conducted 4 programs in this very auditorium we will be conducting more teachers training programs for the teachers of Karnataka especially, and the other areas wherein whatever is being decided between the two collaborators. Gradually, we will increase it to other states. We will first begin with Karnataka. And there is one more thing. We are also working jointly for the scholarships for poor students, needy students. These are the 4 major areas for which this MOU is being signed. Generally, the university signs MOUs for 3 years, but here in this MOU, the duration has been increased to 5 years, and after 5 years, maybe we can also extend it. So I request both the dignitaries to sign the MOU. The efforts of Principal Sadaqat Ali Khan Sahab and Director DD Professor Razaullah Khan Sahab has been instrumental in framing the points of this MOU. I wish them, I think that we should appreciate that. I request Meher ma'am to come on the dais. She will be the witness. She will be the witness from Shaheen Group of Institutions, and Professor Razaullah Khan Sahab from Maulana Azad National Urdu University will sign as the witness. File दे दीजिए. File. जी. Yeah. अच्छा. शाहीन ग्रुप ऑफ इंस्टीट्यूशंस से मौलाना आज़ाद नेशनल उर्दू यूनिवर्सिटी का एक देरीना ताल्लुक़ है. यूनिवर्सिटी जिस सन में इस्टेब्लिश हुई और जब डिस्टेंस का प्रोग्राम शुरू हुआ तो स्टडी सेंटर बीदर में शाहीन ही में उसकी शुरुआत हुई थी, और आज हम इस लेवल तक पहुँचे हैं जहाँ एक MOU साइन किया जा रहा है. Now the copies of MOUs will be exchanged. Photo लीजिए. Right. I congratulate everyone sitting in this hall for being a witness of this historic movement.
Hello.
Thank you so much, sir. Now I extend a warm invitation to Dr. Abdul Qadir sir, Chairman, Shaheen Group of Institutions, to grace the dais with his presence. For sir's formal introduction, I would like to invite Dr. Muhammad Talib Batar Ansari, Associate Professor, CTE, Bidar.
अस्सलामुअलैकुम वबरकातुहू। अल्लाह का बड़ा फजल है कि एक माहिरीन यहाँ पर मैं बैठकर हैरान हूँ। एक एक पर्सनालिटी को 2-2, 4-4 दिन शाहीन में रखकर सुनने का और हमारे स्टाफ को सुनाने की ख्वाहिश है थी, लेकिन एक मजबूरी है, वक्त की कमी है। मुझे फ़्लाइट पकड़ना है, मुझे 4:30 तक हैदराबाद एयरपोर्ट पहुँचना था। बहल कुछ अल्टरनेट हो जाएगा। मैं शुक्रगुजार हूँ मौलाना आज़ाद यूनिवर्सिटी का। हमारा ताल्लुक़ पुराना है, बिल्कुल डे 1 से है। यूनिवर्सिटी एक कमरे में, बल्कि एक छोटे से फ्लैट में, रेसिडेंशियल बिल्डिंग में शुरू हुई थी। उस वक्त से मेरा ताल्लुक़ है। और प्रोफेसर शमीम जराजपुरी है, सलमान सिद्दीकी साहब हैं, रजिस्ट्रार हुआ करते थे। और मैं बल्कि वीकली वंस वहाँ जाके आता था। ऐसे प्रॉस्पेक्टस उतना ज़्यादा ऑनलाइन नहीं होता था, 20 रुपये में एक प्रॉस्पेक्टस दिया जाता था वो फॉर्म भरने के लिए। तो मैं वहाँ से बल्क में लाकर यहाँ पे डिस्ट्रीब्यूट करता था। पम्फलेट तकसीम करते हैं वैसा जो है स्कूल जाके करता था। टीचर से मिलने के लिए बेहतरीन प्लेस होता था बस स्टैंड। बस स्टैंड में सुबह में जाके टीचर्स विलेजेस को जाते थे तो उनको जाके देता था। तो लोग बोलते थे ये क्या है, लेकिन आज वो लोग जो मान लिए फर्स्ट बैच, सेकंड बैच, थर्ड बैच में मौलाना आज़ाद यूनिवर्सिटी से बेनिफिट लिए, वो आज एजुकेशन ऑफिसर हैं बीदर में। वो सिर्फ 10th पास थे। 10th के बाद TCH एक कोर्स हुआ करता था, वो किए हुए थे। प्राइमरी स्कूल के टीचर थे, वो आज BO ऑफिस में, DDP ऑफिस में एजुकेशन ऑफिसर के हैसियत से काम कर रहे हैं। और डे 1 से हम एक स्टडी सेंटर लिए और एक बड़ी तादाद में स्टूडेंट यहाँ पे बेनिफिट हुए। फ्यूचर में भी हम मौलाना आज़ाद यूनिवर्सिटी के साथ काम करते हुए खुशी महसूस करेंगे। ये हमारी अपनी खुशी और सेटिस्फैक्शन के लिए काम कर रहे हैं। देखिए यहाँ पर कॉलेज शुरू हुआ और हज़ारों बच्चों को फ़ायदा हो रहा। बिहार यूपी के गरीब इलाके के, अब ये बता रहे थे ना, नॉर्थ ईस्ट वगैरह के में एक बड़ी ज़रूरत है। वहाँ के स्टूडेंट के लिए हम स्पेशल कुछ करना चाह रहे हैं इन फ्यूचर। और ये मदरसा कनेक्ट प्रोग्राम है, वो मेरा अपना बड़ा पसंदीदा प्रोग्राम है। उसके लिए तो हम कुछ भी करने के लिए तैयार हैं। मैं क्योंकि वक्त कम है, इजाज़त चाहूँगा। प्रोग्राम अभी शायद चलता रहेगा। हाँ, मैडम की बात है। और मैडम इफ यू डोंट माइंड, मैं परमिशन है, मैं ड्राइवर को 1-2-3 मरतबा ऐसा हुआ, लेट होने के बाद ड्राइवर को बोला कि ज़रा फास्ट चलना, जो आमतौर पे नहीं करना चाहिए, आमतौर पे नहीं करना चाहिए। मैं आप तमाम से इजाज़त लेते हुए रजिस्ट्रार साहब का, तमाम एक्सपर्ट्स का यहाँ पे जो मौजूद हैं, मैं हैरान हूँ इतने एक्सपर्ट्स इंडिया भर के जो है शाहीन में हैं। आज हमारी खुशनसीबी है ये, इनसे भरपूर फ़ायदा उठाना चाहिए। काश के वक्त होता। मैं हमारे टीचर्स को भी मिलाना चाहूँगा और फ्यूचर में भी मौलाना आज़ाद यूनिवर्सिटी के इस किस्म के प्रोग्राम को होस्ट करते हुए मुझे बड़ी खुशी होगी। बहुत बहुत शुक्रिया। अस्सलाम वालेकुम रहमतुल्लाहि व बरकातहू। प्लीज़ कंटिन्यू। रजिस्ट्रार साहब इजाज़त, Don't mind, please.
तू शाहीन है परवाज है काम तेरा तेरे सामने आसमां और भी हैं. Thank you, sir, for your inspiring speech that left a lasting impression. Your words have ignited motivation and left an indelible mark on the minds of our participants. Thank you, sir.
कल्याण कर्नाटका का एक स्काउट एंड गाइड का जम्बूरे शाहीन में चल रहा है. हम ब्रदर साहब को रिक्वेस्ट करते हैं वो आए. 3000 स्टूडेंट्स आकर इस कैंपस में ट्रेनिंग हासिल करेंगे. थैंक यू. थैंक यू.
Dear participants, before our transition to the highlight of our inaugural session, I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to our esteemed speaker, Professor Vaneja M. Ma'am, whose invaluable ideas and unwavering support have been instrumental in organizing this conference on ITEP. Her visionary contributions have shaped every fabric of our event. Now, it is with great honor and anticipation that I invite Professor Vaneja to the stage for her presidential address. Please join me in extending warm welcome to a leader whose dedication has truly set the tone for this transformative discussion. For her formal introduction, I would like to invite Professor Sadaqat Ali Khan sir for the stage.
Yeah, good morning is now turning into good afternoon, and I will not make it good evening. So let's finish it with good afternoon. The dignitaries on the dais and all my friends, colleagues, students, especially my research scholars, 4 of them I can see here who have come from Hyderabad. A warm welcome at the end of the inaugural session. Welcome, because I don't want you to sleep. I want you to listen to what I want to say. Right, at the outset, let me congratulate Srikanth sir, whom I know for the last maybe 10-15 years, but didn't have an interaction one-to-one. This is the first time we are really interacting. Sir, along with me, there are 3 more products of RIE, proud products, Vishwaprasad, Naveen and Bonduraj. So if I am showing integrated teacher education programs brightness, they 3 are also sharing it, sir. Thank you, all of you. Yes, as sir said, there are too many advantages in ITEP and the challenges are there. Any new program will have challenges, but we will definitely be able to overcome. जैसा बोलते हैं ना, मन में है विश्वास तो कोई भी काम हम पूरा कर सकते हैं. But if we begin with a negative thought, then nothing will go forward. So with that, we have started, and today your words will definitely encourage us to go further, sir, in taking this ITEP to greater heights. The chief best, Professor B.S. Biradra, he was talking about character formation and the other challenges and the advantages of ITEP. So yes, his words are also great. Continuing on the character formation, our Professor Siddiqui Mohammed Mahmood sir was also talking about values. Yes, sir, I agree with you. Committed teacher educators can prepare committed teachers, and definitely committed teachers will prepare students with character and values, which is the need of the day. NEP 2020 ITEP also is talking of teachers who will create students with ethos in Indian culture, who are Indians. For this, I always am reminded of Raj Kapoor ji's Gana, where he says, "Mera juta hai Japani, meri lal topi Rusi, lekin Dil hai Hindustani." So I need an education which will keep all of us grounded in Indian culture. So this is something we have to really think about, sir. Thank you, sir, for highlighting on that aspect. And then we had Shankar sir talking about different aspects of ITEP. And then I also know we have to really go on the process of unlearning. जैसा हम कहते हैं ना, digital natives and digital immigrants. So ITEP maybe we have teacher educators of the old generation who have to come to the new gen through relearning all these new things. Yes, when I see the ITEP syllabus, थोड़ा मुझे भी लगता है ये सब मुझे नहीं मालूम. Why should I think about all this? Almost on towards my retirement. ऐसा सोचने लगेंगे, then no teacher educator will be ready for ITEP. So we need to change. Herbartian से we came out and came to constructivist lesson plans. बहुत मुश्किल था. 7 कॉलम्स बनाना आदत हो गई थी हमारी लेसन प्लान का. उसको निकाल के जब हम आए, मेरा तो अलग ही मामला था. हम 3 कॉलम्स लेसन प्लान सीखते RIE में, उससे 7 में आना मुश्किल था. वहां से फिर कंस्ट्रक्टिविस्ट में गए. अब आगे चल के क्रिएटिविटी प्लान्स बनाने की जमाने तक हमें आगे जाना है. नो मोर लेसन प्लान्स, लर्निंग प्लान्स, अब क्रिएटिविटी प्लान्स बनाना है. हर एक क्लास को इनोवेटिव और क्रिएटिव बनाना है. सो थैंक यू सर फॉर आल्सो टेलिंग how to give hand holding to students who are coming into ITEP with a career choice in mind. हम ग्रेजुएशन करते थे, उसके बाद सोचते थे कौन सी करियर बनाना, लेकिन ITEP बच्चे ऑलरेडी टीचर बनने के लिए आए हैं. यस सर, ड्रॉप आउट्स है, डॉक्टर्स भी एक्टर्स बनते हैं, इंजीनियर्स भी कोई और प्रोफेशन चुनते हैं. मेरी क्लासमेट्स में भी फिजिक्स में जो चले गए, आर्मी में जो चले गए थे, लेकिन ओवरऑल बहुत सारे लोग टीचर्स ही बन के रह गए जब हम लोग इंटीग्रेटेड प्रोग्राम करें. बिकॉज 4 सेमेस्टर्स में उस टाइम एजुकेशन पढ़ना एक तरीके से हमारी पूरी माइंड को क्लाउड कर देती है एजुकेशन. अब 8 सेमेस्टर एजुकेशन पढ़ेंगे तो शायद हम लोग बाकी कहीं और जाने का सोचेंगे नहीं. कुछ लोग जाएंगे तो उनको जाने दीजिए, बट जो बचे हैं, I think we have to train them. Thank you, Dr. Shankar. And then we had Angadi sir giving you a full picture about what ITEP implementation and what NCTE is trying to think about. And then we had our registrar sir, Ishtiaq Mohammed sir, also talking about different aspects of ITEP. And on record, we should place here, if MANUU under the then Deanship of Professor Siddiqui Mahmood and Mushaid sir as the HOD, along with all of us, if we could make ITEP a reality in MANUU, we should thank the administration under the leadership of our Vice Chancellor and Registrar, who helped us in every step then. Inspection, आधा दिन में तैयार होना था. Everything we wanted was given over the phone to us, including providing us internet modems at different places in the campus. So that we should thank them. And the present, I would thank all the teacher educators, friends of mine who are teaching the ITEP students. And when NCTE team visited, हमने 3-4 questions पूछा, उसके बारे में बोल के I will stop. Why did you join ITEP? तो उन्होंने वो टैगलाइन पकड़ लिया, by choice, not by chance. अभी वो लाइन पकड़े हैं फर्स्ट सेमेस्टर में. सो 8वीं सेमेस्टर तक हम रहेंगे टीचर एजुकेशन में करके, डेफिनेटली एटीट्यूडनल चेंज आएगी. दूसरी बात, आर यू हैप्पी विथ योर चॉइस? एक सेमेस्टर बाद हमने ये क्वेश्चन पूछा कि आप खुश है? सो लगभग सबने बोला हाँ हम खुश है. खुश ना क्यों ना हो? The answer they asked us was, हम क्यों खुश ना हो? आप पूछ रहे खुश है. So this was the attitude. And then बाकियों को भी encourage करेंगे, जरूर encourage करेंगे. So ITEP के बारे में कैसे पता चला? दोस्त से पता चला, हाँ ट्रेनिंग इंस्टीट्यूट से भी पता चला. So this is a change, sir, which I would like to bring. If a training institute is training them to join ITEP for writing the NCET, we are on the right track, I think. So at the end, I would like to really ask you all to give a big clap to Sadakat Ali sir and his team for conceptualizing such a wonderful theme. And I'm sure the papers which will follow will be really helping us all in trying to see how this ITEP program can be taken forward. So I thank you all for the patient listening. Thank you so much. Thank you.
Thank you so much, ma'am, for your enlightening presidential address. Your insights were not just visionary, but also provided a roadmap for transformative changes in teacher education. A truly inspiring and impactful contribution to our conference. Thank you once again, ma'am. Dear participants, as we gracefully approach the conclusion of this inaugural session, marked by a series of valuable speeches that have enriched our understanding, I extend my sincere appreciation to all. Now, I would like to invite Dr. Mohammad Talib Athar Ansari, Associate Professor CTE Bidar, to extend our gratitude formally through the vote of thanks.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Respected chairs and my dear friends, on behalf of the National ITEP Conference Organizing Committee, I extend my gratitude to all the dignitaries, speakers, attendees, and volunteers who made this event a resounding success. Your valuable contributions, participation, and insightful thoughts related to ITEP are instrumental. Your presence and active engagement have made a significant impact on ITEP. We are very thankful to you, sir. We are delivering a special thanks to our chief guest, Dr. B.S. Biradar, sir, Honorable Vice Chancellor, Bidar University, Bidar, for accepting our invitation and for being with us today. We sincerely appreciate the presence and commitment of our Honorable Registrar, sir, Professor 𝐓𝐞𝐻𝐺𝐻, sir, MANUU Gachibowli, Hyderabad. We are very grateful to Dr. Qadir Sahab for his dedication and support for arranging such a wonderful atmosphere for this ITEP conference. Thank you, sir. It is an immense pleasure to thank our keynote speaker, Professor 𝐓𝐴∫ Principal, Regional Institute of Education, NCERT, Mysore, for delivering such a wise concept and igniting the light of lamps related to ITEP. It is our immense pleasure to thank our guest of honor, Professor G.R. Angadi, sir, HOD and Dean, Department of Education, the Central University of Karnataka, for his insightful thoughts related to ITEP. And we are very thankful to Dr. P. Shankar, NCTE, SRC, Osmania University, Hyderabad, for his presence, sir. I would like to thank our eminent Professor Siddiqui Muhammad Mahmood Sahab, OSD second, for his ideal thoughts and expressions related to ITEP and education, especially value education and character building. He is a mentor for teacher educators. And a special thanks to Professor Vaneja ma'am, Dean, School of Education and Training, for her invaluable support, guidance, and painstaking hard work in organizing this such conference. Thank you, ma'am. I am very thankful to a work-oriented and an ideal of knowledge and experiences. I mean Professor Razaullah sir, Director DDE MANUU, Gachibowli, Hyderabad. We are thankful to you, sir, for your presence and grace of the dais. I am thankful to Professor Sami Siddiqui, sir, Director CBDUMT MANUU, Gachibowli, Hyderabad. We are also thankful to Professor Sadakat Ali Khan Sahab, Principal MANUU CTE Bidar, for his dedication and organizing the such conference. We are also thankful to Dr. Hina Hassan, Associate Professor, for her hard work and dedication to organize the event successfully. Thank you, ma'am. We are also thankful to our colleagues, faculty members of MANUU CTE Bidar, for the rigorous work. Thank you, sir. We are very thankful and grateful to see the presence of participants' thoughts through Google Meets and YouTube live streaming. We are very thankful to all online attendees. And of course, we are very thankful to our collaborators, namely IMC MANUU, Rizwan Sahab, Dr. Tausif Sahab, Coordinator Shaheen Group of Institution, and Publication Committee for the souvenir, proceedings, and certificates. And also thankful to press, media personnel, non-teaching staff, security staff, and volunteers. Especially for B.Ed students, big clap for them. If I forgot anyone, please forgive me and accept my thanks and gratitude with these words. तालीम के बुझते हुए चिराग फरोजा करेंगे हम. तालीम के बुझते हुए चिराग फरोजा करेंगे हम. We will light the lamp while education is going out. We will light the lamp while education going out. तालीम के बुझते हुए चिराग फरोजा करेंगे हम. आप जब भी आएंगे तो जश्न चिरागा करेंगे हम. आप जब भी आएंगे तो जश्न चिरागा करेंगे हम. Whenever you come, we will celebrate the occasion. Thank you. Thanks one all. And goes to ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. Dear participants, we will be concluding our event with the national anthem. So may I kindly request the technical team from MANUU to play the national anthem, please. And I request to all the participants to please stand as we pay tribute to our nation.
जनगण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जनगण मंगलदायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे.
Thank you to all. We will now be taking a lunch break. Kindly proceed to the designated area. We kindly request you to return to this hall at sharp 3 p.m. as we embark on the enriching technical sessions planned for the afternoon. Thank you. Thank you so much.